Hi there, I'm Laura from Tin Film Collective.
And I'm Isabel from Shifex.
And today we want to show you how to make a video tutorial.
First, you need a concept. You need to ask two questions, basically. What do you want to teach and who do you want to teach it to? You should start by telling your audience who you are and what the tutorial is about.
Hi there, I'm Poppy, the paper fairy. And today I want to show you how to make this fabulous steamship from paper.
You can tell the audience what the practical value of the tutorial is.
You can use your steamship, for example, to send it as a love letter.
Your audience needs to know what materials they will be using.
To make your steamship, you need scissors and paper.
Now you want to show the detailed step-by-step instructions of how to do what you want to show in the tutorial.
At first we need our sheet of paper to be square so that all the edges have the same length. We do that by folding one corner to the longer edge. And then we just cut off the rest of the paper.
It's important that you follow the logical sequence so that the people watching the tutorial can do it with you. If there's some steps that are repeated several times, you can edit these out. Just mention that this you have to repeat for the other parts, or you could also use a fast forward of the image. And once you've gone through the instructions, it's always nice to show the final result and maybe how it's used.
If you have questions or feedback for Poppy the Paper Fairy, then I'd be happy if you leave your comment. Thank you for watching and goodbye!
Okay, as you can see, video is a combination of image and sound. When shooting, you need to choose your frame. There are different frames. Mainly, we go to close-up to long shots. There's more details, but we're just going to talk about three. Close-up is when you want to focus on the details. Medium long shot is a personal shot, but that gives a little bit more information about the surroundings. The long shot gives you the complete surrounding, the idea of the environment that you're in. It's also important to think about the background for your video. Backgrounds can be noisy if there's a lot of elements around it, and they'll distract you from the focus of your tutorial. Or you can use a simple background that will take away distractions and provide a nice frame. Very important to have good pictures in your tutorial is the lighting. Normally, we would prefer to use natural lighting because it gives a natural feeling. However, if you are recording outdoors in natural light, you might have light changing as long as the hours are going. The advantage of natural light is that you don't have to have extra equipment like the lamps and the supports and electricity, so you just work with what you have. When it's too dark to use natural lighting, or if you want to control the lighting situation in a more specific way, you use artificial light. We need at least two sources of light because this helps us get rid of the hard shadows. We can show you what less sources does. Here we have mainly one source. There's a little bit of natural lighting that you can see if I turn it all off. But the different lamps might be harder than others or give harder light. So it might be necessary to have a transparent paper foil or translucent paper foil that you can put on a hard light if it's giving you too much hard shadows. We can show you now what a hard light means, and the people that is being filmed really feels that presence. When talking about image, an important factor is what camera you are using. For our tutorial, we're using a Canon EOS 70D. Not that we're trying to promote anybody, but this is the one I have in front of me. But you could also use a smartphone, or you could also have a laptop's webcam to be able to have a more steady image. The second most important thing about a video is the sound. The basic rule is film in a quiet area. The easiest way to record sound is to use the microphone that is embedded in the camera that you are using. The quality of the microphone embedded in the camera can vary a lot, but the biggest advantage that you have is that the sound and the image are already synchronized because they're being filmed together. What we did was not to do that, but you can get an external microphone. If you notice that there's certain sounds that you have in the environment that are not being picked up by the microphone in the camera, then you can buy an external microphone that is better and that you connect directly to the camera so that you can sync these images and sounds together. And you don't have to do what the professional filmmakers do, which is the clap.
Take 1, Papiertonne.
So, that is the tutorial for making a tutorial.
And now it's your turn to make your own video tutorial. And if you have feedback for us or questions, then we are really happy if you leave us a comment. Thank you and
Thanks.
goodbye.
Bye.